Now, let's talk about Rosie O'Donnell, a favourite. And she's given her kids Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, and she's blaming it on Donald Trump. Listen to this.
My daughter is now saying, damn him, damn Trump, and smashing her hand on the table. And I said, wow, honey, what are you thinking? And she said, he made us move in order for our own safety. And it's now he's destroying the country. You know, listen, she lives here. She hears what I'm saying to you. Not that I go around speaking like this every day if it's not an interview, but I think to myself, you don't want to give this to her. You know, whatever this thing.
She does. She does go around speaking like that every day. We've heard too much of her. I mean, they were poor children listening to Rosie O'Donnell every day on the, in a different country and still getting, worse and worse TDS.
No, they've definitely been brainwashed by their mother. And I miss the Rosie O'Donnell who used to have the #1 hit show that used to be funny, that used to be laughable. Because, for a female comedian, Rosie O'Donnell was at the top of her game at one point, and now she has such bad Trump derangement syndrome, her children are being infected by it. So she needs to go back to being funny and try to make her kids laugh. And you know what? As her daughter, I probably would be a little frustrated if they had to move, and my mom told me that I was constantly under threat. So, I'm very empathetic to her young daughter for all the trauma-based mind control that her mother has put her through.
Alex. Now we're getting to Christmas, the best time of the year, of course. But if we need any reminding that the White House got an upgrade this year, this is how Melania is celebrating Christmas. Look at this video. It's beautiful. I mean, Melania has so much class. Decorations are absolutely beautiful. But if we need reminding that this woke era is over, let's just look at what Jill Biden did to promote Christmas. So bad. Alex, you can't compare it.
No, I mean, I will be honest. I do not think there was enough drag queens in Melania's Christmas debut. That's the one thing that we're missing. We need about 10 more drag queens. No, and the reality of the situation, you could maybe critique Donald Trump on some things. I think there's some fair criticism. But when it comes to style and class and design and just, making stuff beautiful, Donald Trump is an expert when it comes to just making stuff look nice. And, I think people were criticizing how nice he made the Oval Office look. I think it looks awesome with all the gold. So Melania and Trump, you have to give it to them. They're first class all the way when it comes to decorating.
They absolutely are. And the White House has thrown its first Christmas party. Here is Donald Trump.
I just want to let you know it's an honor for me to be your president. The people in this room, you took the place of a lot of people that wanted to be here, so I congratulate you. You either had friends or relatives or somebody that got you in here. How are you, my friend? Look at him. But it's an honor to be your president. We're going to do a great job. And, we have a little more than 3 years left, and 3 years for Trump is an eternity. That's a long period of time. But you're very special, and this is a very, very special place.
An eternity of President Trump. Watch the media go into meltdown about that, Alex.
Well, they are going to get mad because, that is the rumor that Donald Trump is, he's going to secretly run for vice president with J.D. Vance, and then he can kind of be the de facto president for another 4 years or potentially 8 years if J.D. Vance runs twice. So I don't know if any of that is going to happen, but I do know that Donald Trump has 3 years, and I hope that these next 3 years he makes America great again, because I'll be honest, the first year has not been excellent. I would say it's probably been a B. We need to get back into the A's, Donald. We really got to, make this country great again.
Finally, Charlie Kirk is now in Times Square in New York City. He's being seen by thousands of people. Let's take a look at this clip. I mean, New York City just got a little bit brighter with this vision of Charlie Kirk. There he is. Thousands of people would be seeing it every single day. Alex, I think what I love about this is that there are, of course, Americans who we had to watch, who were celebrating and mocking the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I think some of those crazy, deranged people will have to walk past and they'll look up and they'll see Charlie.
Now you go around and Charlie Kirk is more famous than he ever was when he was alive, which is, it's a sad thing. It's a good thing. And people seeing him up there, I hope it'll kind of encourage him to be more outspoken and to be unapologetically themselves, because Charlie was not a bigot. He was not a racist.
No.
He was not all of the labels that they try to, put on him. But one thing he was a free speech absolutist. So, we need more people that are willing to have tough conversations. And I love that he's in New York City. That's a place that they need some good faith-based leadership, and the reminder of Charlie I think that'll be a positive influence on a city that's really gone to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, they need it, absolutely. Alex Stein, so great to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
Always a pleasure. Talk to you guys again soon.